Welcome back to the Dice Tower's coverage of Origins 2016. Today, I am joined by Paul
Hi.
from CGE, and every convention,
Yeah.
there's one game that just becomes the buzz. Everywhere you
Yep.
go, someone's talking about it. And for Origins 2016, to me, that game has been Adrenaline.
Okay.
I've heard three things about this game.
Right.
I've heard it replicates a first-person shooter,
Yeah.
but it's a Euro game.
Yeah.
Second thing I've heard is, but it works.
Right.
And
okay.
the third thing I've heard is, no, seriously, it really, really works. So I'm really excited for you to tell us about this.
So yeah, Adrenaline is our new big box game, which we're going to release at Essen this year.
Okay.
What you see here is a complete prototype. None of this is final at all.
Not even the artwork?
No, none of the artwork, nothing of
Okay.
this is final at all. The game development is probably 98% there. There's
Okay.
a couple of little bits we're tweaking about end game scoring, but apart from that, the game mechanics are pretty much solid and done. So yeah, the theme of the game is it's a first-person shooter in the style of Quake, Unreal Tournament, Doom, or anything like that. But there's no dice in it.
Okay.
Combat is deterministic,
Really? Okay.
based on the weapon that you have. So for example, the shotgun, which is one of the weapons here, it's very simple. If you are in the same space as somebody else and you shoot them, it deals them 3 points of damage.
Okay.
There's no
Straightforward.
like rolling to hit or anything. You always hit,
Okay.
right?
All right.
If, however, you're at range 1, the shotgun only does 2 points of damage.
Okay.
So
Oh,
every weapon is different and all does different things. Some of them are fairly simple, like the shotgun.
Okay.
Other ones, like the Thor,
Uh-huh.
do sort of lightning arc damage that can hit multiple targets around the board.
So it's kind of a chain lightning gun.
Yes, exactly.
Here, may I grab some of the?
You can grab some of the prototype Munchkin figures.
So are these kind of the rooms that we have here?
Yeah, so figures will be on different spaces. And
Okay.
the Thor, for example, is a really cool weapon because if the blue player fires this Thor cannon, it will shoot his primary target, but then the lightning will arc to a secondary target that can be seen from the first target. So although this guy can't see him, the lightning bounces around the arena. So all the weapons are different, unique, and all do different things. But as I say, you always hit. And the way that it works is that when you deal somebody damage, you give them your damage tokens.
Okay. Your color damage.
So
tokens.
so if I'm the purple player and I've shot blue,
Okay.
then I will give, and I've done 3 damage. I give him 3 damage. He says, "Thank you very much, Paul, for the damage," because it's a very, very polite game.
Oh, yes.
And we put the damage on there.
Okay.
When the blue player dies, eventually,
Okay.
you then work out who did the most damage to them,
All right.
and whoever did the most damage will score the most victory points. Second most will score the second most points.
Okay.
So it's kind of area control mechanics.
Yes, I was gonna say
Yeah.
it's not just going in there, bang, bang, bang.
No.
It's
There are points for first blood. There's a bonus for getting the kill shot. There's overkill mechanics as well. There's all sorts of cool stuff in there. But essentially, you are trying to get damage on the players so that when they die, you will score points. So one guy in the UK described it as an area control game, but the areas that you're trying to control are running around and shooting you with a flamethrower. And it's like, that's kind of right. So on your turn, you're looking at the weapons you've got, you're looking at where you are. You also have some power-up cards that allow you to do cool stuff like teleport or move somebody else on the board, and you combo the things together,
Okay.
and you've got to go, right, okay, he's not been hit, so I could shoot him and get first blood. But actually, I could, if I do 2 damage there, I could get the kill shot. So you actually think about what you want to do on your turn, and then you execute it without the randomness of the dice going, oh, and then I failed to do it.
You've taken a very chaotic environment and taken all the chaos out of it,
Yeah.
and replaced it with a different type of chaos.
Yeah.
In a way. But wow, and it sounds like there's also stuff in there to encourage people to prevent them from picking on one player.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
kind of spreading it out and keeping things moving.
Spreading your damage out is good. Now, the way that the weapons work is that once you've fired a weapon, say I've got this Whisper, which is sniper rifle, effectively. When it's in your hand, it's a loaded weapon, and everybody knows you've got a loaded sniper rifle in your hand. When
Okay.
you fire it, you put it on the table and you do what it says.
Okay.
It's now out of ammo. You've got to reload it.
Okay.
To
yeah.
reload it, you spend the appropriate coloured cube. So each player has ammo,
Oh, okay.
and you have to move around the board to pick up new ammo.
That's what this is.
Yeah,
This is
that's
the
what
ammo.
those are.
Okay.
And then if at the end of my turn I manage to have 2 blue and a yellow, I can spend that and I reload the Whisper.
So you've actually also incorporated resource management in here to get the ammo to fuel your weapon, so you can reload.
Exactly. So this is why people are saying that people who like Euro games will like this, because this is a kind of resource management.
Yes.
and obviously without the dice and everything else. And Rodney Smith said to me yesterday, he said, you're going to trick the Ameritrash players into playing a Euro without knowing it. Because they'll play it, because they'll run around the arena and shoot each other. Now, the figures, as I say, these are not the figures that are going to come with the game, but as of yesterday, I am able to show you.
Let's get that.
We can get that here. So these are going to be between 40 and 50 mil figures.
Oh, wow, okay.
And they are going to be solid plastic colour, and they're not all humans with guns. So the yellow one is like a big robot thing with a big smiley face on the front. And yeah, they're all different. So that's that. The green guy's a big lizardy alien. So yeah, these are going to be pretty big plastic minis.
Does each player have a different player power or anything?
No, the player powers
are the weapons?
Are the weapons. So as soon as you pick up this weapon, that actually defines, and you can have multiple weapons in the game. So yeah, the players don't start off with any asymmetric powers, but the weapons.
How many different weapons will there be?
There's 19 weapons at the moment in the game.
So that's a lot of variation, a lot of flexibility.
3 to 5 players. The time on the box says 60 minutes, and it is 60 minutes.
Okay, to wrap up here, you did mention, this is a very early prototype. It's even still like 98% cooked.
Yeah.
So what's kind of the development timeline that we're looking at from here?
We're going to be finishing the rules probably in the next couple of weeks. The artwork is actually going on at the time. The miniature production has started because that needs to happen well in advance.
Oh, yeah.
By the time we get to Gen Con, it will be the finished game.
Gen Con 2016.
We won't be releasing it, but the prototype that we will have at Gen Con
will be the finished game.
Will be the finished game, and then it'll be available at Essen.
Excellent. Yeah. Oh, cool. So still 2016 is your timeline.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, I'm really looking forward to see how this finishes up and progresses.
Cool.
So thank you, Paul.
Thanks very much for your time.
Cool. Yes.
Okay.
And for more of Origins 2016, be sure to stay tuned to the Dice Tower. Talk to you then.